Hi guys, so this is episode 4. This is what we are doing in episode 4. We've already done season 1 with a 30 amazing, interesting beaded slippers design. So if you've not checked it out, make sure you do so. And if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are old, you are very welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you've not subscribed, consider subscribing and turn on your bell notification so that you'll be notified the moment the next episode is uploaded. And I'll be introducing the next episode we'll be working on, which is episode 5 at the end of this video. So make sure you watch to the end so that you know exactly what we'll be doing in episode 5. I'm using 0.5 beading thread and I'm using size 98 beading needle, and I'm using 6mm crystal. And the last thing is I don't know the size, but it's the smallest size of seed bead. I went ahead to pick 6. I've single threaded my needle. It's a single thread. I went ahead to pick 6 crystals, just like so, and I pull it all the way to the end of the thread, and I'm tying a knot just like so. I believe it's quite clear. It's very easy, very simple. So once you tie your knot, I decided to pass the excess thread through the beads a couple of times just to get away from the knot we just created, and then I got rid of the excess thread. Just like so. So once I got rid of the excess thread, I also decided to get the main thread a bit away from the knot we created by passing my needle through a couple of the beads. You can start from any of the bead at all. So once I was done with that, I went ahead to pick 20 seed beads. 20 seed beads. After picking the 20 seed beads, you know the holes of the crystal is 2, right? Yeah. So where the thread is coming from, you pass your needle through the other end of the crystal, the same bead. Where your thread is coming from, you pass your needle through the other end of the crystal. That's the same bead, and you should have something like this around that particular crystal. Then you pass your needle through the next immediate crystal by the one you just worked on. So that's what you should have. Now after the first one we picked 20, so the second one we are going to pick 17. You reduced it by 3. So the next one we are going to pick 17. So I went ahead to pick 17 seed beads. After picking my 17 seed beads, I went ahead to pass it through the last 3 seed bead of the one we just worked on, the one close to the crystal. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm trying to show you here. The last 3 seed bead close to the crystal, I'm going to pass my needle through it. So I'm trying to pass my needle through the last seed bead just like so. Once you pass your needle through it, you should have something like this. Did I say this? This. You should have something like that. Then you pass your needle through the crystal. Here we are going to pass our needle through 3 crystals. So the crystal very close to where you just pass your needle through, then the next immediate crystal. I believe that makes a bit of sense, and it's quite clear too. So just watch, and I'm sure you will understand. It's not difficult at all. Very simple. So let's try it a couple of times, and then we'll introduce the next the next episode, and we'll be out of here. So I went ahead to pick 17 again. It's only the first one we picked 20. The rest we are going to pick 17 till we get to the last one. Then we know what to do. So I went ahead to pick 17. After picking my 17, I passed my needle through the last 3 seed beads close to the crystal. The last 3 seed beads close to the crystal. And apparently if you add the 3 you are stealing from the other side to the 17 you picked. It's 20, right? So it makes sense. Then I went ahead to pass my needle through the next immediate crystal, the next two immediate crystals. So I believe that's quite okay. So I'm passing my needle through the next crystal. After you pass your needle through the last 3 seed bead, you pass your needle through the next two immediate crystals before you go ahead and pick 17 seed beads again. So I went ahead to pick 17. Let's try it. We have 2 more to go. So 17, pass it through the last 3 seed beads. The last 3 seed beads. Just like so. Then I passed through the next 2 immediate seed beads. Sorry, the next 2 immediate crystals. Just like so. Yeah. So 1 more to go, then work on the last one and we'll be out of it. And I did a similar one when we were doing the beaded slippers. I think there's a similar one, a similar flower like that, so you can also check it out. I don't really remember the episode, but you don't want to miss season 1 and you don't want to miss any of the nice episodes coming your way. So the best thing to do is just subscribe and turn on your bell notification so that you'll be notified the moment each of the episode is uploaded. Yeah, and we are back to our uploading schedule. That's Tuesdays and Fridays. Every Tuesday and Friday have a new video coming your way, a new tutorial, and new detailed tutorial coming your way. So I know you know what we are doing here. That's why we are chatting right now. So let's finish it. Yeah, trying to finish. So once we get to the last one, now I pass my needle through the next immediate crystal, and since it's level the last one, I went ahead to pass my needle through the first 3 seed beads. Before we pick the seed beads, I pass my needle through the first 3 seed beads, just like so. The first 3 seed beads, and the last one, instead of 17, now we are picking 14. So we pick 14 seed beads. Once I got the 14, I went ahead to pass my needle through the next 3 last seed bead. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm passing my needle through the last seed bead. So when you get to the last part or the final part, you pass your needle through 2 different sets of 3 seed beads. I believe that makes sense. Yeah. So that's what I just did. Then go ahead and tie a couple of knots and your flower is ready. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. If what I'm saying is a bit confusing, just look on the video, just watch the video carefully, and I'm sure you will understand. Yeah, it's very, very, very simple. So I went ahead to tie a couple of knots to secure the wick. That's basically what I'm trying to do here. You tie as many knots as possible so that your wick doesn't come off once you get rid of the excess thread. So I'm just tying. At the end, you should have something like this. So if you are having something different, I beg you, just start all over again. You will pick it up. If you have any questions too, let me know any question you have in the comment section, and I'll surely get back to you. And let me know your favorite. If you've been with us since season 1, let me know your favorite from season 1. Which of the episode is your favorite? Yeah, let me know. Let me hear from you. So I just went ahead to get rid of the excess thread, and this is what we have. You should have this gorgeous flower ready for the next section. So I'm using 2 needles put 2 needles at each end of my thread. I'm still using the 0.5 beading thread. I'm going to pass my needle through 2 of the topmost seed bead right there, just like so. So after passing my needle through 2 of the topmost seed beads, just 1 to 2 seed beads, I went ahead to pick 5 seed beads, 5 seed beads on the left needle, then 1 crystal, then 4 seed beads. So 5 seed beads, 1 crystal, 4 seed beads. Then I went ahead to pick 10 seed beads on the right needle. The right needle or the right thread, whichever way. So I went ahead to pick the next seed bead, the last seed bead, and I'm going to cross thread that particular seed bead. And this is what we have. This is what you should have. If you do it very well, this is what you should have. So the next step, I'm going to use my right. I'm picking 5 seed beads on the right, 5 seed beads on the right, 1 crystal. So we are just alternating between the right and the left. So 1 crystal and then 4 seed beads, just like so. Then I went ahead to pick 10 seed beads on the left, 10 seed beads on the left. Then I went ahead to pick the last seed bead, which I'll be using to cross thread, pass my needle, the right needle through it, through the opposite direction, just like so. And we are done with the second one. Let's do one more. One more. So this time we are using the left. I'm picking 5 seed beads, 1 crystal, and 4 seed beads on the left needle. I'm using my right because I'm not very good with my left, sorry, but it's the left needle. So I picked 5 seed beads, 1 crystal, then 4 seed beads, and I'm picking 10 seed beads on the right needle. Now I went ahead to pick the last seed bead we'll be cross threading with. That's the last seed bead, and I went ahead to pass my needle through it, through the opposite direction. That's cross threading. So I cross threaded on the last seed bead, and this is what we have, guys. I tried measuring to see if it will be okay for my hand, and it's okay for half. So I went ahead to finish it up. I picked 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 seed beads on the left, 2 seed beads on the right, just like so. And I put my needle together. Put my needle together, or the 2 threads together, and I picked a crystal on it. So I passed the 2 needles through a crystal, just like so. And make sure your work is tight, your thread is very tight. So to finish it, I went ahead to add some stoppers and also the final locker or locket. I don't know the name of this thing. I should find it, guys. If any of you know, just let me know. Okay, me, I know it to be locket. If you know, just let me know. So this what I'll be locking it with. So I call it locket. I'm using 2 stoppers. So I picked 2 stoppers. I passed the 2 needles through the stoppers. Then I pass one pair. It's two, so I pass one through. You can start with any of them. I pass one through. I pass the needle through the locket, the two needles through the locket. Now I went back to pass it through the stoppers and the crystal. You can choose to pass it through only the stoppers, but it gets more secured if you pass it through the crystal as well. So that's what I have here. And that's what I got. You should have something like this if you do it well. Then I just went ahead to press it with my flat nose or flat mouth, whichever way you call it, whichever way you know it. The particular tool I'm using on my right, I went ahead to press the stoppers, just the stoppers. I went ahead to press the stoppers very, very hard and firm, very, very tight. Otherwise your thread will come off as soon as you cut the excess. Just like so. And I went ahead to do the other side off camera. So this is what we have. I pressed that side also, and I got rid of the excess thread, cutting the excess thread on the other side. And just to be more secured, I go over pressing my stoppers once I'm done cutting the thread, so that our work can last longer. And guys, this is episode 4. Yeah, so if you have any question, make sure you do ask and I'll surely get back to you. And with a singular honor, let's welcome the almighty, the much awaited episode 5. We want to tell you that we're doing episode 5. This is exactly what we are doing in episode 5. So if you've not subscribed up to this point, you know what to do. Make sure you do subscribe, turn on your bell notification so that you'll be notified the moment episode 5 is uploaded. We are doing 30 designs here, so you don't want to miss any of them. So take care and I'll see you in episode 5. Bye.